I have very recently gone through the process of picking up this bad boy, a 36mm 1980s neo-vintage Royal Oak Day-Date Moonphase, reference 25594. And like so many watches of this era, it came as watch only, which is no bad thing. But I was desperate to get a little bit more information about the watch. So I went through the process with AP to get the extract from the archive. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the process that I went through and whether I think it's worthwhile you doing it as well. So guys, I should firstly say this is not my first Royal Oak. This is in fact my second Royal Oak. I had a Jumbo 15202 just before it was discontinued. I wore it and loved it and enjoyed it for many years. The real shift here is in the proportion. So this is 36mm, as I say, wears a lot bigger on the wrist because of the integration in the bracelet, and it's incredibly comfortable. This also has a different caliber. It's got a screw down crown, which, while I'm not going deep diving in it, or swimming for that matter, is always nice to know. The owl, of course, is a bit of an icon in neo-vintage collecting. It did just come with the day-date displays, the two subdials, and without the Moonphase. I personally prefer this variation with the Moonphase. I love this Mark I dial, which has a sort of an off-white finish to it now. It's slowly roasted in the sun over the years, and you might be able to see what I mean there. It's got all sorts of charm. That's a collector speaking. That's what you'd hear from the dealer. It's got all sorts of charm to it, but it really, really does. I love the Moonphase. Adds just a little bit of intrigue to the dial. What else to say? The fact that it's a light dial versus a blue dial that I was used to makes it feel a little bit bigger on the wrist as well. The thinness and the elegance of the watch are what really captivates me. And while we see Royal Oaks out there, I just think it's one of those that's a little bit off the beaten track, a little bit intriguing. You'd want to have a word if you saw it, because it's just not the ones that it's not a reference you see all the time. I should say at this point, and we'll flash it up now, is that the website is brilliant from AP. The AP Chronicles are amazing if you want to learn anything about any particular reference. So this particular model, I learned that in 1985, it ran in the catalogue from 1985 to 2006 for 20 years. Remarkable stint. And then ultimately, there were 6,534 of these models in different executions in yellow gold, in two-tone, and in steel produced. So really, really interesting. I'm loving the watch, haven't taken it off. And about a month ago, I went through the process of doing this. So I went through AP House in London to get the archives because it was watch only. I just wanted a little bit more information. The total cost 380 quid. What do you get for that? Well, first and foremost, I just feel like you got the peace of mind that this was an AP watch. Not that I doubted Subdial, the guys I bought it through, or Tim. It's just that it's always nice just to have that confirmation. So this is a watch that left their factory, and all of the parts are right. It's made. It doesn't confirm, to my knowledge, that the parts are the correct parts for the watch, i.e. the hands, for example, but it does prove that they are all authentic and accredited AP parts. The same for the movement. They did offer me a service and polishing, and I chose not to pursue that. I chose just to continue with this. All this information at the top is what you know already, and is interesting. I've covered up the serial number with our unicorn friend here. We got the caliber information there, but most interestingly, I thought was just this. I knew it was early in the process, but 15th of June, 1984, that puts it right at the beginning of this period of production. So I had the suspicion that was right, because I'd done some reading online and realized that this clasp is actually one of the very, very first to be put through the series, often replaced because it wasn't necessarily, and it isn't the most user-friendly. But I thought that was really interesting, and that gives me confirmation. And now I'm just after the box. So if anyone's out there with a period correct box, just for me, because we're all collectors at heart, and at the end of the day, it's just lovely to think that you'd have something that would build the picture around the watch itself. Ultimately, people will say what they want about where AP is right now, and what they're doing well and what they're not doing well. But nothing wears like a Royal Oak on the wrist. I find this smaller size is a little bit more, it doesn't whisper. That's not fair. It doesn't whisper because this bracelet does catch the light, but it's just a little bit more intriguing maybe than some of the larger, more modern references that you see out there at the moment. And it just has that old world, old money charm that, look at the elegance, look at the profile, the thinness of it. It's just got that charm and that elegance from yesteryear. So there we go, guys. That's my process of going through the extract service from the AP team. Let me know if you've done it before. Let me know if you've been through other brands below and what your experience has been. Thanks as always for joining. Go well.